Hey guys, welcome back. And today we are gonna be talking about fashion trends in 2024. So, with Fashion Week coming up, like right around the corner, and the Met Gala coming up, I'm so excited to see all the new styles and trends that are coming in for this year and this season. And I'm gonna be in New York this time, and I'm so excited to see it happen all around me. But these are just trends that I've been seeing like on the internet and like Vogue Runway and social media, and I just thought it would be fun to do a little review of them and kind of rank them based on how I personally feel about them. And again, like this is like my personal opinion, so please do not come for me like this is based off of my personal style. I have my tier list here. So I have it in 6 sections. So the top of the top is I would wear it to the grave, meaning that I would wear this trend or style like until I die, basically. And then the one underneath is called Everyone's Closet, and this is what how I feel that everyone should have something like this in their closet, and then or everyone should own something in this style. The next level underneath that is I would wear, which means that I would personally wear this, and again, this is based off of my own personal style, so I thought it would be fitting to like kind of have that as a benchmark. But anyways, the next one underneath is called Not Making It to 2025, which is me personally thinking that this trend is gonna die out in this year, basically, or I don't, or that I don't think that it's gonna last very long, that it's not timeless. The one below it is Donate to thrift bins, which I feel that a lot of people are gonna, it's kind of similar to Not Making It to 2025, but I feel like this is like donate to the thrift bins, this level indicates, or like I'm trying to mean that people are gonna get rid of it like instantly. It's a fad, it's gonna fade out very fast, and you're gonna find this in thrift stores because people want to get rid of these clothes because they're not wearing them anymore. Anyways, and then the last, the bottom of the bottom is absolutely not. Means I do not like this trend. I personally would not wear this, and I would not style anyone in this style. So starting off is the micro shorts. So I actually really like micro shorts, and I wish I could personally wear them, but I don't have the confidence to do it because I have a big fear that I'm gonna bend over and something is just gonna pop out that should not be popping out. I think people who wear them, they pull them off so well. And one of my friends, East, if you're watching this, I'm talking about you, but she wears micro shorts like all the time, and I think she looks absolutely amazing in them. And I'm so jealous that I can't pull them off, but they're just so cute paired with like high socks or like a high boot. Oh, I think it's so cute. So I would, oh, this is hard. See, like I would wear it, but I wouldn't wear it at the same time. This might make it to 2025. So I'm just gonna put this in I would wear. There we go. Okay, the next thing is polos, or like preppy style. So I actually really love this trend. This is like me, like my personal style. It fits my personal style very well because I do like to look very put together. I love the prep look, like the collars and the blazers and polos and all of that. So I'm gonna put this in Wear to the Grave because this has been my style for a very long time, and I think it's gonna stay in my style, in my personal style, for a very long time. Next is sequins. So I actually don't like this trend, and I think Okay, I think in some pieces of clothing it can look very pretty and it can actually elevate the piece of clothing, but I personally find sequins to be a little tacky. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so much slander, but I find them to be a little bit more like craft. Like, me personally, I would not wear sequins. Sequins remind me of like my old dance costumes, and it's just very like craft, and I would not wear it personally. If you're going for costumes and something very flashy, then yeah, I think sequins does the job well, but I would not wear it. So I'm gonna put this in absolutely not. Okay, and then next is like coquette style and like very feminine styles, and I see this like coming in this season, and I think it's like shifting away from the more masculine and androgynous styles that we've had recently and in the past, which I think is fun. The only thing with this is there's a lot of pink, and I personally don't like to wear pink. I do think pink is very pretty as a color, but my style itself, I don't dress very feminine, but I do think that as an aesthetic and as a style, it is very pretty, and the people who wear it, they do look very good in it. And I feel like we've had similar styles like this before, like the cottagecore era where there was all that, and then like the soft girl and like even like soft academia styles. Like, it kind of reminds me of that. See, I don't want to say that it's not making it to 2025, because I do think that this style is gonna come back at some point, but I personally would not wear this. Actually, maybe I would. Maybe not this, like, maybe not to the extreme of this style, but maybe some, like, form of it, or taking inspiration in some parts of it and then wearing that. So, oh, this is hard. Okay, I'll just say I would wear. Next is, what's this? Oversized proportions and cuts. So I really like this one. I really like oversized jackets and tops, and even for pants, I like my pants to be like on the looser, baggier side. I do think that almost everyone is gonna have something oversized, like an oversized jacket or hoodie or something of some sort. Right now, we're just like at the two extremes for fashion, like in terms of cuts and proportions and styles, that I just don't think that anything that is in the middle is something that a lot of people have. So I think that oversize is gonna be in everyone's closet, or it should be in everyone's closet, because a good oversized jacket is just so nice. But yeah, I do also see a lot of like mixing oversize with like micro, like with like micro styles. Like with the micro shorts, like I think like micro shorts with like an oversized blazer or like an oversized trench, I think that looks really, really good, because it's a really nice way to balance out like these proportions and how much fabric these pieces have. Because if you are wearing something very small and you're showing a lot of skin, it's nice to balance it out with something bigger on the top or bottom, depending on what you're wearing. And vice versa, if you're wearing something very big, it's nice to like kind of not drown yourself out in a lot of fabric. So the micro and oversized coming together, I think, is gonna be something that a lot of people are gonna do in 2024. Next is high-rise trousers. Oh my god, thank god these are coming back, because I'm so sick of low-rise bottoms. Like, I think people who pull off low-rise bottoms are great. Like, I think that it looks very good on some people because they naturally have the body for that. But I am personally built like a 12-year-old, and I have no like legs. My body looks way too long and my legs are just looks compressed. So when everyone was wearing low rise, I could not wear low rise. I always had to stick with high rise because I need to elongate my legs. So I'm so happy that high rise trousers are coming back. This is something I'm gonna wear to the grave. You are never gonna catch me dead with anything low rise. The next thing is floral motifs. So I do see a lot of florals coming back, and I think this is just naturally because spring is coming, and floral and spring is something that's very commonly tied together. So I don't think this is anything crazy, and because I think florals is something that's a very timeless staple in fashion, especially in the spring and summer collections for a lot of these big brands, I do think it's gonna stay. It's gonna be a moment though, because I don't really see a lot of people wearing prints nowadays, and I don't necessarily think I'm gonna be seeing a lot of people wearing florals. So for that, I'm gonna put it in donate to the thrift bins. I think they're gonna be here for the spring season, and that's it. Okay, next is metallics. Okay, so I kind of have the same feeling about metallics as I do as sequins. It kind of falls into the same like category of like very craft-esque fashion. Again, if you like metallics, like go for it. Like I'm not dogging on your style. This is just me personally. I wouldn't have in my closet, but it's something that's fun that you would have it for a certain type of project, for like a certain type of customer, and to fit a very specific type of aesthetic and style. I just don't like metallics. I feel the same way about sequins, and for that I'm gonna put in absolutely not. Like I was gonna say maybe donate to the thrift bins, but I just can't see people wearing metallics. Like I'm sorry. Like it when I see metallics, like metallic clothes, I don't know why I just think of like Forever 21. And I know I'm gonna get so much like I'm not trying to disrespect like really amazing designers. Like I think metallic is really pretty and when it's done correctly, but I just don't think that it's something that is gonna stay. Like okay, so next is sheer slash like mesh fabrics, and I think this is gonna go into donate to the thrift bins. Mesh is something that it's like an accessory, and I feel that is not something that a lot of people will keep for a very long time. It's something that if you buy it, it's because you have something, like you have an outfit in mind, like when you get it. That's how I think about it. Like if you do love mesh, like I think some mesh is so pretty. Like you know, like the mesh dresses, like with the patterns, I think that's really pretty. So I feel like this is gonna be donate to the thrift bins, because I think people will catch on for a little bit and it'll just die out basically. But watch me eat my words and everyone's gonna love mesh. Watch me wear mesh. But yeah. So next is like the 20s flapper styles. There are a lot of like decades fashion coming, but I thought this one was interesting because there are a lot of like these runway dresses. There's like I said, a lot of sequins, a lot of metallics, and a lot of the same like tassels on dresses as they had in the 20s with like flapper dresses. I actually do kind of like this. I think it's fun, but I wouldn't wear it myself. I do think it's like, I don't think it's gonna be like the end all be all of 2024 fashion, but I do think it is cool, and I do like the revival of decades fashion because it's really nice to like bring something from the past and kind of put a modern twist to it. So I think that's really fun, but I don't think that this is gonna stay because it's a revival. It's not something concrete, and for that I'm gonna put it in not making it to 2025. Next, oversized bags. So I actually do really like this trend. I like the oversized bag a lot more than the micro bag. Like, remember when everyone had the teeny tiny bags, like I don't know if it was like Lizzo or something, or Lizzo or whoever, but they had like a tiny little bag like this big on the runway, and they had like nothing, and they were holding it like this. Like, I think this is kind of ridiculous. Like, this kind of bag is for like my sunny angel, not for me. But I love a good oversized bag, not just because of her style. I think it looks a little camp and kind of like tacky, but in a good way, to be carrying such a big bag. But also practicality, you can stuff so much stuff in there. This is gonna be in everyone's closet because I think everyone just needs a good bag. Okay, next one is Marine Life. So I think it was Schiaparelli. Oh my god, I think it was Schiaparelli that did like the marine life, a lot of the marine life motifs in their show. And also, I know Zendaya was wearing like this dress with like the lobster or like the jellyfish. I don't remember if it was a lobster or jellyfish, but she had like some sort of like a marine like animal on her dress, and I thought that was cool. It kind of reminds me of Bella Hadid's like lung chest, like the one with like the gold plating and like the black dress. That kind of reminded me of that, but I don't know if I would wear it myself. I do think it's very pretty. Like, I think drawing inspiration from nature, it's very beautiful. However, I don't know if people would actually wear this. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna see people like with like, I don't know, a shark fin jacket or something. That would be kind of cool, actually. That would be kind of cool. I actually kind of want to try and make something like that. But I don't know necessarily if nautical marine life is gonna stay. So I feel like this is just gonna be like, it's gonna be here for a moment, but I think it's donate to the thrift bins because I don't think it's gonna last very long. Next is Kitten Heels. So I don't actually really like Kitten Heels. I don't really love Kitten Heels because the way that a kitten heel looks, it looks very like, it looks kind of funky, I'm not gonna lie. But this is me personally. I would not wear it, but I think this is gonna be a donate to the thrift bins because I don't see people wearing kitten heels that often, because I feel like right now the trend for shoes is thick chunky shoes, like platform shoes, and kitten heels is just a complete opposite of that. So maybe it'll be here for a little bit, but I just don't think it's gonna stay that long. Okay, next is green. So green is gonna be one of the more prominent colors for spring summer fashion, obviously, because spring, it's green. Like, come on, what else is it gonna be? But I am excited for green to come back, even though I don't know if I would necessarily wear like the spring tones of green, just because they're very yellow based and I don't think it looks good on my skin tone. I think that it is something that a lot of people will have. Okay, see, I don't know if I will wear it, but I don't know if it's gonna be in everyone's closet. Okay, I'm just gonna say I will wear, because I think I will wear some form of green. It's just, it depends on what shade and what tone it is. Because actually no, I'm gonna move it up to everyone's closet because I feel like everyone's gonna wear green. It just depends on what shade and what tone it is, because green is one of those colors that is gonna make or break your skin tone. Sometimes someone can look very good in it, and sometimes they look like a little like vomit flavored jelly bean, you know? Oh my god, I'm actually so mean right now. This is terrible. Oh my god. Next is capris. This is an absolutely not for me. I hate capris. Like, no. This is not it. I wore capris when I was a child, when my mother would dress me up, and I hated them. and it's not just like a style thing. I hate the way like pants should not be cut off at the calves, because when you're walking it rolls up and then you have this weird bunching on your like around your knee, and it's just so uncomfortable. Absolutely not. Capris are an absolutely not. And also it just, again, I have short legs. Capris are not gonna do me any justice. It's just gonna like, no, do not show off my cankles, okay? Like, no. Capris are a no. Okay. Next are bows. Do I have bows on here? Yeah, I do have bows on here. Okay, bows. So I think this kind of goes with the like whole like coquette core style coming in, and I do think bows are very pretty. Loki. Shh. Every time I think of bows, I think of like Jennie from Blackpink. Like, I feel like that's her trademark, and I just love that style. Would I say I would wear it? Actually, I feel like bows are like one of the things like from the coquette style I would try to wear, because bows, it's very feminine, but it's very classy, and I feel like that's the type of like, if I am to dress more feminine, that's the type of style I lean towards, like the very clean, very classy look. And also, actually, another thing with bows, I feel like we're gonna see a lot of like mesh bows, because like the mesh is coming back too. So I think it's only reasonable to say that the two are gonna meet at some point. I don't know how long that would stay, but I do think that that is something that could happen. Next is pink. So like I said, I don't really like pink. But I do think pink is coming back because because of coquette, and also they're like with Barbie like the past year, and then like Mean Girls coming up. I think pink is something that is gonna come up a lot. So I feel like a lot of people are gonna wear pink. Me personally, I wouldn't wear it. I would like to get into pink, but I always feel like pink does not look good on me. I think this is like the same with like green. It depends on the shade and depends on the tone, but I do think everyone is gonna have something pink in their closet. Next is drop waist dress. So I actually do like a drop waist dress, even though I don't really like low waisted pants or bottoms, which is like really odd, but I do think a drop waist dress is something very, very elegant, and it's more casual, it's more relaxed than having like an empire waist or something sitting right on a person's natural waist. A drop waist, just everything flows a lot like more loosely, and I think that's very pretty, and I think a lot of dresses for this spring and summer are gonna be drop waist, and I'm actually excited to dabble in that, because I feel like a lot of my dresses are pretty empire or like baby doll, to kind of give the illusion that my legs are longer than my body. But I do think drop waist is pretty, so I think this is an I would wear. And also drop waist is very popular in bridal right now. A lot of bridal gowns are being made in drop waist. Like, we don't really see like the empire waistline that was very sought after like a few years ago, or like in the 2010s, like millennial era. Like, I think drop waist is gonna be the new like norm for bridal gowns, and I think it's really pretty. Satin trench coats. So satin trench coats, I don't know how I feel about a satin trench coat. I do love a trench coat, but I don't know how I feel about satin. It is cute, but I wouldn't wear it, and I don't think that satin trench coats are gonna last forever. I think it's just something like fun, like something that is gonna pop up, but I think it is gonna be a donate to the thrift bins. This one is like 80s style. It's another decades revival. I think I actually really like 80s style. Like, again, with like the oversized, I think 80s style is It's very nice. Actually, the reason a lot of my fashion style when I was starting like to get into fashion, it was actually from friends, seeing like what like Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox wore on set as their characters. That was sort of like how I got into it. And I know like they're not 80s, they were like set in the 90s, but there are a lot of nods to 80s style in that show, and I am excited to see 80s come back. But I know this is sort of not everyone's cup of tea, so I'm gonna put this in I would wear, but I don't think everyone is gonna wear this style, because I think 2024, even like last year, there were a lot of decade revivals, and you see a lot of styles being pulled from different decades throughout fashion history. And I think 80s is just gonna be a very prominent one this year. That's not to say that this is like the only year it's gonna come back, and 80s and like I said, like even the 20s, like I don't think 80s and 20s are gonna be the only decades revival this year. I think it's just like fashion is just something that you're just constantly gonna be, it's like recycling styles. You take something that was really hot back in the day and you do like a modern twist on it, and I think that is what is going to happen with these decade revivals like today. All right, last one. So last but not least is lilac. Like similar to green and pink, I want to put it in everyone's closet, but purple is something that not everyone wears. Like I don't think purple is as worn in comparison to green and pink, because purple is, you have to have a certain like style, and not everyone wears purple. Like I don't think I've ever worn purple in my clothing. I'm hesitant to put it in everyone's closet because I don't think everyone's gonna wear purple. So I think I'm gonna put it in not making it to 2025. I think it's gonna be here for the spring and summer, especially in the spring because it's part of like the spring palette. And I think there are gonna be a lot of beautiful dresses and stuff coming out in purple. But I don't know, I just can't see everyone wearing purple or everyone wanting to wear purple. Because I know me personally, I have no intention of wearing purple this year. Anyways, I know that was a lot of talking. This video is gonna be so long. Oh my god, this is actually gonna kind of be terrible to edit, but I hope you guys enjoy watching and enjoyed me talking about these trends and kind of like hating on some of them. Again, this is my personal opinion. Please do not take this personally or to heart if you do like these trends or these styles. So it's okay, like to each their own. I just thought it would be fun to kind of give my personal opinion on some of these styles. Just take this with a grain of salt. Like I do not intend to offend anyone with anything I say with this. It's all me. It's all my personal style. I think I'm gonna wrap this up because this video is super long. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.